Okay, my name is Zachary Becker. That's spelled Z-A-C-H-A-R-Y. Becker, B as in boy, E-C-K-E-R. I'm the commander of the Midwest Division, the Houston Police Department, which is responsible for the Galleria area. Approximate. Wait till the sirens pass. Sure. Okay. I'll turn it off. Okay. At approximately 2:52 p.m. this afternoon, Houston police officers responded to a call of a shooting in this garage outside the Galleria Mall. Upon arrival, officers encountered a male who was deceased, and it's possibly as a result of a gunshot. According to witnesses on the scene, there was a gunshot following some sort of altercation involving several males in that garage. At this time, we don't have a specific motive. However, we don't have a specific motive at this time. However, homicide detectives are on the scene right now, working closely with Galleria security and interviewing witnesses to try to determine what transpired. Anyone with information about this scene should come forward and call Houston Police Homicide Division at 713-308-3600. Anyone with information that would like to remain anonymous can contact Houston Crime Stoppers at 713-222-3131, 713-222-TIPS. I'll take questions at this time.
Can you tell us how many people are involved and what leads you to believe that you mentioned that he was possibly shot?
So witnesses described an encounter involving several males hearing a gunshot, and I neglected to add in the first case, there was a male running from the scene where the gunshot appears to have happened who was struck by a vehicle. And so we're still waiting on the medical examiner's office to come out and start their part of the investigation and make a final determination on cause of death.
So just to be clear, there was a fight between a group of guys, right? The guy was shot and he takes off running, and that's when he gets hit by a car?
So I want to be clear that we're not sure if there was a fight or just some yelling involved, but it does appear there was a gunshot. A male ran from the location where that incident occurred, and he was unfortunately struck by a vehicle. That person stopped and remained at the scene in an attempt to render aid to that individual.
Do we know what led up to that altercation? Was it a possible robbery?
So that's still a matter that's under investigation. As I said, homicide detectives are working on that right now. We're still in the very early stages of the investigation, so we're conducting a lot of interviews, canvassing for surveillance video, and all the standard things that we do.
Anybody in custody right now, and how many people, if you do know, how many people are you looking for at this point?
At this time, we don't have anyone in custody, and I don't have a suspect description for you. I can tell you that witnesses described a black sedan appearing to flee the area. Of course, I want to give that to you with a grain of salt, because as we all know, there are a lot of vehicles coming and going. But again, if somebody has some more information either about that vehicle or anything else to do with the incident, we really appreciate them coming forward to assist with their cooperation.
And you mentioned one person that got hit by a vehicle, right?
Correct.
Is the person that hit him, did that driver at all?
That individual was for all intents and purposes, a bystander or a witness. That does appear to be entirely accidental. The driver remained at the scene to cooperate with the investigation.
Do you know if he hit the victim with the gunshot wound or somebody else?
As I said, there was an individual that we believe may have been shot. There is an indication that there was gunfire, but because of the fact that it's a crime scene, we're not able to go in and make a determination of cause of death at this time. So we're just waiting on the medical examiner to tell us what that person's injuries are and if it correlates with the evidence that we have on the scene.
So just to be clear, the person that could have been shot was also run over, same person, right?
That's correct.
Okay.
And that driver, do you know if they reacted to the shooting and how fast were they going, or they were just kind of going about their business? You know what I'm saying? Did they react to?
Correct. Yeah, I don't have those details right now, but I just want to emphasize that our understanding is that individual was essentially an innocent bystander witness. They did the right thing, remained on the scene, tried to render whatever aid that they could, and are fully cooperating with the investigation.
And
y'all are reviewing video surveillance?
Right now, detectives are interviewing witnesses and canvassing for video surveillance. As we know, the Galleria area is covered by a number of overt and covert forms of video surveillance, including license plate readers. So we're hopeful about getting some leads on those systems.
Any idea right now how many people you're looking for?
Well, right now we know that there were several individuals who were walking together and were seen in the area where this happened. So we definitely want to speak with those individuals. They're not accused of anything right now, and I want to emphasize that right now we're just looking for everyone's full cooperation to determine what happened here this afternoon.
And the person that died, a guesstimate of how old he was?
I don't have that information for you. Sorry.
And do you know if he died because of the potential gunshot or the car hitting him?
Yeah, right now we're still waiting on the medical examiner's office to tell us that.
Can you talk to us about where exactly this happened? We know it's in this parking garage.
Yes, this happened up on the 3rd floor of the parking garage.
Is it near the entrance?
It's just in sort of the middle of the garage.
Any other questions?
I guess the witness called it in, the person who ran him over or hit him, or?
You know, I couldn't tell you exactly. There were multiple 911 calls. You know, fortunately, there are a lot of witnesses who remained around and have been providing their cooperation and assistance, and we really appreciate that. We couldn't do this job without the support of the community and the people of Houston, and they're just great.
Can you talk to us just about this happening in such a crowded area, the Galleria? People come here with their families to shop.
Sure, obviously, Galleria in Houston is a landmark. It's a premier shopping destination, and it's one of those places where thousands of people come every day. It's a terrific place to visit. I don't feel like anyone should be worried about their personal safety while they're here. As I said, we have a very close working relationship with Galleria Security. They employ both their own private security as well as off-duty Houston police officers and other police officers. They take a number of security measures, both overt and covert, every day to ensure the safety of everyone who comes here.
Any other questions? Thank you, Commander.
Thank you.
Thank you.